Hey guys, Spooks here. I couldn't find the fence, so I was just messing around in the mud henge. Look what I found. In the heart of the henge, 4 nude druids walk around the altar in unchoreographed ritual. One like you and they just absolutely lose it, gnashing and wailing. It's clear that your presence here constitutes some kind of affront. You're not welcome here where you are welcome, and where they'll put you is 6 feet under. Don't want any trouble. I need to Lopa, Henry. Oh, please, do kill him. You must.
Well, I'm not looking for... if that's what you're worried about.
Why don't you kill him, Camilla? You won't find that different to the deer.
Do you think you might be done?
So they're a nudist camp. Let me try something. I knew it. Well, as they say, when a nude Rome do as the nude Romans do. Who said that again? It might have been Caesar in his dying moments. It's a nude Brutus. You wake alone from a narcotic fog with a vestigial sense of memory of having been stabbed and eaten mud. I tell a lot of people about this. So, Maggie's still on my head. That'd be really nice. But Maggie... yeah, it's a bit cool. Okay, let's find our hefty frog and fork. Anything else on this thing? Sharp and hefty frog and fork. To your moxies. We'll do the pocket watch. It's worked good thus far. This. Ring of Universal Healthcare is just really nice. I've got fireproof, riveted, electrified Subatus pants. Vampire boots. I'm gonna do this. Because honestly... Turd is nice, but not spreadable. I ate mud naked. At last, the non-literal beating heart of Mudhenge. As you draw near, the needle on your compass spins wildly. Of course, it's as the guide outside told you. A compass placed upon this altar will point towards Secret West, where lies that thing your heart most desires, which makes this place far, far superior to Stonehenge, where the most that'll happen to your compass is that a badger might eat it. What's the question, of course, of what exactly your heart does desire most? What are you hoping to find here in the endless gloom of this mudden henge? The needle spins smoothly clockwise until it doesn't. Seized by queer magnetic force, the tremulous needle twitches violently between the cardinal and non-ecclesiastical directions. It's a horrible, upsetting sight, and it feels like a mercy killing, when with a gasp of inexplicable breath, the needle falls still, its head pointing toward the west-north arch. Is the needle okay? Oh. This should be the west-north. Oh, cool. Well, this is quite another challenge altogether. The mist of Mudhenge have parted, and now stand before you the great husk of an antebellum riverboat, ground upon the swampy shore. The needle of your compass bends its neck to point urgently towards the boat's top deck. You don't know how our compass needle can contort itself like that, but it's very unpleasant to watch. Mudhenge must have brought you here for a purpose. There's meat here, and you're going to find it. Cool. Wadsworth Longfellow. Of this thing, there's a possibly once a bookcase. You notice a crawdad has set up camp and gathered a hoard of shiny pebbles. A regular selfish shellfish. Goodness. Oh, hello. I got a crusty roll. It's fine for nature to reclaim the shipwreck, but this planet doesn't have to look so happy about it. Fight for your right to make metal stuff. Bip. 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 And yoinkus. Nice. But glittering prizes lure these rubber-necking stink bugs and beasts to gloomy ruin. Beat it, bugs. We'll just charge them. This is fine. Actually, yeah, that might be just fine. Can I do what they were planning to do? Then I will kill you. Plop. Gone, bugs. Swamp honey. Oh, cool. You gain 12 meat. Bit of meat and... well, will you look at that? Only other thing in the trunk is a magazine about model trains. Those bugs got their little bite marks all over pages. Funny. These creatures may look different, but they like a model train just the same as you. Something to think about next time I play with my trains. A Longerfellow. Alright, let's go, Maggie. So I don't think Molly's with us. I think she loses us in the hedge. The speaker, faulty, still broadcasts, but the transmission is unintelligible. It's not that easy. The fuse inside the speaker's casing has succumbed to swamp necrosis. It's a real issue for these wooden riverboats, especially when they crash into swamps. Discard the necrotic fuse and swap in a new one. With the replacement fuse snug in its new bed, the transmission of which you had caught only garbled fragments now make itself clear. And be that it, have you finally fixed that infernal machine? Will you nod once if you can hear me? Praise be to the seas and the creatures in these. Fine work, landlubber. Do you mind if I call you landlubber? No, you don't want me to call you that? I do want you to call me that. The landman it must be, then, till we make the proper introductions. Speaking of which, this Captain Dan of the riverboat Longerfellow gives me no pleasure to report that mine vessel has run aground here in this fiendish and soggy fen I call Davy's Swamp's Locker. We few survivors be trapped up in the wheelhouse. You shrug in a very general way. Wondering about all this, are ye? Well, the Longerfellow is a pleasure paddler. We paddle the east coast and show the passengers the time of their lives. This last sail, a sparkling black cloud of the worldly it was, hurled us off course and into this violent bog. Pleasure paddled fast turned to pain paddle as our vessel were overrun by creatures and nasties. Only 5 souls and mine remain of the voyage trapped up here in the wheelhouse fort. Well, for how long only the boat gods know. Make the shapes of a wheel and house with your hands. Know ye the parts of a boat, landman? 2 levels above ye be the main deck, and there you'll find the captain and his wheel. Not on a boat may be higher than the captain. And the handing out of mail and packages. That's what you do. You're a helpful person. You didn't ask for this, I know, and you must feel like the unluckiest landman in the world. But there be 5 innocent souls in the wheelhouse with me, blocked by broken pipes, spewing scalding hot steam. Will you help us? Solemnly commit yourself to the task. I ask that ye enter the most private of boat parts, the hole where the wildlife has done defilement most foul to our steam pipes. Funny be it not, that the same steam that gave life to this boat also took it from most of the passengers. I think we are only the beginning to understand the nature and whims of steam, but that be a mystery for another day. The cold to the whole door be the birthday of the Longerfellow, January 4th, 1845. But there be a catch. I ain't talking about what we used to haul up for Friday lunch, crabs and such. Can't rightly remember the date format we used on that lock. Could be standard, that is. Month, and day, year. Or international. Day, month, year. Or more likely maritime basic. Year, month, day. Or maritime plus, which be backwards. Ooh, saffron crab on cracker. Crab on a cracker. Seasoned crab eggs. Crab under a napkin. Chicken a la crab. Not even the distressed passengers of the doomed Longerfellow resort today. I mean, eat it. The wreckage of a ship exerts a dreadful psychological toil on all those poor souls trapped aboard, and none can understand their especial torment except by experiencing it. But you've come pretty close, you think, by wandering on board well after the fact and munching on a menu. Oh, shoot. 01, 04, 85. I might have to write down the numbers. Oops. Fine, but understood, Captain. Heck yes. So January 4th, so I was right, and it's 45. 45. So 010445. I'm gonna write this down. It's just gonna make things a lot easier. Sorry, we're in the middle of moving, so my office is kind of a mess. Or day, month, year. Or day, or sorry, year, month, day. Backwards, which would be month, day, year. I think that one's it because it's the most complex. Let's go find out, though. Okay, so let's try the backwards one first. So we've got day, month, day. So 1, 4. 4, year, 4, 5. Okay. Let's do 4, 5. Month, day, 1, 4, 1, 4. There's anyway. Okay, well, that wasn't it. Let's try day, month, year, so 0, 1. No, sorry. Day, month, year, so 0, 4. 0, 1. Shoot, did I do those backwards? I might have done those backwards. And not the right kind of backwards, the wrong kind of backwards. Okay. 4, 5. Month day, so that'd be 1, 4. Month day. 4. Oh, come on. What am I doing wrong? So, okay, I'm going to do them all again from the beginning. So, this is month, day, year. Now we're going to try day, month, year. Okay, now we're going to try year, month, day, 4, 5. That's month, day, so 1, 4, 1, 4. Then we're going to try month, day. Or would it be completely backwards? So day, month, year, year. Let's try that. Let's do day, month, year. Let me try putting the year backwards as well. Instead of 4, 5, it'd be 5, 4, you know? Day, month, sorry. Damn. Day, month, 5, 4. Really? Month, day, How is that not it? Great Wind Wheel on the final stage of Will Death. On Spooks, you can make out a message from blood. Dan, we are all broke upon thine wheel, SP. I'm so confused. Okay. Sorry, January 4th, 1845. So it'd be 010445. We tried that. I'm gonna write all these out. Alright, so it'd be 010445 or 040145 or 45 month 1 day 4 month 1 day 4 or month 1 day 4 month 1 day 4 Let's run the boat for the captain. If you're wondering how I know you're aboard, lad man, I have my bendy telescope to think. Not much for us to do trapped up in the wheelhouse, but hold the bendy telescope and look through the bendy telescope. Okay, let's try this again. I've written these all down, so 01, 04, 45. 0401 45 45 month to day, so that'd be 1 4 1 4 month day, year, so that'd be 1 4. 1, 4. Didn't I just do this one? Okay. I'll be back once I figure this out. I'm gonna keep trying these combinations. Okay, so it was 1, 4, 0, 0, 5, 4. So essentially what I had me do is on the month date, since it was 0, 1, 0, 4, the 0 parts of the month and the day were stacked together in the middle, and the 4, 5 was backwards, so it was... Whew. Okay, that took way too long. That did it. Released from the door, the lock dissolves into swamp spores and floats away. Ooh! Cool shadow bomb. A lone needle governs this gauge. Its machinations its own. The gauge has no controls, nothing to be used. Just hit it. That probably wasn't the right thing to do. They're minding their own bug's nest. Oh! Glorious tiara. 20 hot armor. If I do right there. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I'm so smart. Deckhand's pants. Quick, you can't wear them because you have regular legs. Dang it. I wonder if somewhere there's a deckhand running around without their pants. But given the state of this boat, it is far more likely that they are dead. Oh, a note is taped on the inside. A sailor's Poseidos and Poseidons. Remember your date formats. Standard. Maritime minus day, month, day, year, year, month. Paddle Academy, so day, month, day, year, month. Your own day formats. Be creative. Maritime humor. What's a pirate's best part of the boat? The starboard. What is a sailor's favorite joke? Land. I'm gonna eat the note. Eating this note is a big Poseidon. I'd really like to, though. Okay, so I'm assuming that turned off the steam everywhere? Oh, whoa, whoa. Large crate labeled inflatable water slide. Handwritten message scratched in the wood. Don't tell the guests about the water slide. I don't care if they're expecting the time of their lives. 5 hours of pain and suffering to put together, and they'll only use it once. We're going to die on this boat. Oh. Should use the water slide, then. Oh. A confession, friend. Rarely would I put me trust in a landman. But to come this far, ye've proved ye have the true heart of a sailor.
Yeah, I keep it in a jar.
My jar of dirt. Once again, I can't hear you, friend, but I hope you weren't joking about keeping the heart of a sailor in a jar or something similar. Captain Dan likes to laugh much as any other shippy, but there's something no man nor beast should ever joke over, and that's sailor death. I think we can all agree on this. Not getting to joke about dead sailors is the highest form of censorship. But I'm afraid I must tell you that ye have a new problem. Ye may have dealt with the steam pipes, but now we be blocked in the wheelhouse. Except you'll find the door key in the crow's nest. Ye know how crows be. You do know how crows be. Now, please hurry. Some of the passengers in here be getting hungry. I don't mean for a nibble on the Vendy telescope. Wait. Okay. Head back to the deck now. Say don't. I got battery. Heck yeah. Wow, wow. Well, you scrap a random leather. This paper has come to swirl. Having said that, Martha, the boat has taken a sharp and sickening turn to a black and shimmering terror in the sky itself. I fear we are heading for land with unsafe speed. Grateful if you could call your father and rescue me from this impending unpleasantries. I will get this letter away to you promptly. I'm sure the swamps have mailboxes. To meet. Bosun C.C. David. Ah, darn. 3 outhouses, all like in dignity. A clipboard on the side of the structure informs you that these outhouses were locked up by deckhand Pat, once again. You don't need to use an outhouse right now, which is fortunate. The 2 unlocked doors contain not toilets, but rat skeletons. The 3rd door is locked. Examine it. You run your hand lightly across the roof and can make out a carpenter's mark, the initials VH. Either stands for Valley Hardware or Versatile Hog. If you haven't met the Versatile Hog yet, you don't want any part of that. You don't want any part of that at all. Ah. Well, that's annoying. Reigns of the David, grim and foul-smelling. That's not what I meant to do. What's my stench armor right now? I got nothing. Okay, well that's unfortunate. These armor. Stench armor, there's 2. I don't think any of these will give me stench armor. It's 3 stench armor. Oh, search the pockets. Oh, hey. Wait, can a riverboat run with just a single deckhand on board? I suppose we're about to find out. Claude Joseph got in a terrible spat with the new captain and jumped ship to crew the trawler of a passing lobsterman. Andrews, it turns out, embellished his qualifications and isn't a trained deckhand at all. I'm already feeling the strain. Had to lock up the outhouses by myself, usually a 3-man job. Suffice it to say, this will make a real mess my whole summer. We set sail today. I won't continue keeping this diary, as I only ought to buy 1 sheet of paper. It's Monday, 2/02/05/72. I'm gonna read those again. Read those numbers. 02/05/72. Okay, now let's see what my see my stench armor's at. 5. I need a 6. You gotta be kidding me. Let's go try this out. 02/05/72. I really hope it's easy. Of course it's not easy. 050272. Oh, shoot, how did I do that last one? 270041. Actually, let's do. No, I didn't do 4-1. Dang it. Sorry, I put them next to each other. 270052. Okay. I'll be back again. Okay, so it was freaking the previous date. Whatever. The lock slips from the door, shattering upon the deck into 1,000 tiny pieces. Inside the stall is a ruined toilet, which is no surprise, but on the back of the door is something quite unexpected. Ooh, a time portal. You step from the outhouse into a beautiful day. The sky is blue and bright, the glistening deck freshly swabbed, and the passengers hail hearty and freshly swabbed. You exist a moment of joy, a frozen tear on a warm deck. Cool beans. Oh, Martha, I was never fit to be husband so long as my mind was cursed to generate my great ideas. For example, if we twist the cow differently, might we produce not milk but cheese? I must be free of our marriage if I am to pursue this notion. I trust this clears up why I dove out of the car so suddenly. Afraid there's no access to the promenade right now. The stewards are tastefully arranging lunch, and the slice of shippers could throw off the tastefulness.
I think this boat's going to crash.
Sea travel is perfectly safe, I assure you. Statistically, it's more dangerous to ride a motorcycle into the ocean.
You have to stop this boat.
Stop the boat? The captain won't hear of it. He took this charter to show all his guests the time of their lives, and that's just what he means to do. Are you the crow?
Do you transform into a crow in the future?
Hope not. Left my crow phase behind in my 20s, like any lad.
What do you make of Captain Dan?
The captain's disciplined, all right. No mistake. I like to joke that Dan stands for disciplined and no mistake.
That's it.
Okay, so I have to convince him the boat's gonna crash. The crown sparkles like the well-brushed tooth of a nice troll. Fine cruise, sir.
What do you make of this?
She barely glanced at the tarnished double of her glorious crown. I have looked upon my bones before, and I expect I shall again. Oh, okay.
This boat is going to crash.
Yes, I think you should not be here when it does.
Who are you?
Who am I? I am multitude, sir. To one I am one thing, to another another. To some I am a riverboat passenger, to others a countess of the city of clocks.
Nice crown.
Tiara.
Can I have the tiara?
I am sure you can possess it, but I do not believe it can ever be had by anyone.
Where'd you get it?
It was gifted to me by a scientist that sacrificed his heart for a city that has stopped breathing.
What city is that?
It is dead and buried. Let it remain thus.
You seem interesting.
Indeed. I bear many curses.
How much for the tiara?
It has a price, yes. 100 meat. This is a purchase by you of a city from its final countess.
I will defend it with my life.
Okay, so you know this is going to crash, which is alarming. So I need to find proof that it crashes, right? Just a moment for your crab lunch. Working overtime to kill the crab, okay? Oh, the dreadful crow perks right up as you exit through the outhouse. That beak's good for one thing, it's sniffing out sparkling tiaras. With great agitation, he flaps his giant wings and leaps off the deck right at you. Like a keen, sickly second cousin, he wants the crown, and he's going to take his shot. The gift of the tiara has soothed this giant toddler's tantrum. Pleased and plump-bellied, he waddles off to enjoy his elegance elsewhere. I need to find proof. Crow bullion. Oh, there's a lot of you. Wheelhouse key. Key you've never seen, but the crow standards it's alright. Makes you longer. The giant and ghoulish crow asserts unchallenged dominion over the boat's top deck, and he rules not through love, but fear, for what is scarier than a crow? Me, I am. What's that? A human outscare a crow? If you figure a way to do it, then let the rest of us know, would you? For you'd be the first in history to do it. Turn your eyes terrifying. The crow pales like a dolphin at the guillotine. The guillotine scurries as fast as giant wings can fly. Scare him to death. Honk a sound that makes all music sour. Shatter his mind. 7 muscle. Oh, I could do that. Right? There we go. Word of a tricksy crow frightener is spreading fast along the boat. Soon the myth itself will evolve its own life and thoughts. It takes 17 muscles to smile. Use 100. The crow staggers overboard, grasping at its last scraps of sanity like a sudden tear in a bathing suit. The power of yours is one to use responsibly. Fright the bird. Open the third eye of your bicep. The whole swamp now is fertilized and hatches with mutterings of the man who gobbles up the courage of crows like so much country stew. So mythic is this figure, nobody would believe that you, immortal as he, unless you show them. Let your eyes do the talking. Open your eye mouth. The first farmer to stick a scarecrow in his wheat fields was never really satisfied with his creation. Sure, it worked, but it didn't look like what he'd seen in his mind. The thing he saw those thousands of years ago was you. In this moment, you are the scarecrow. You have always been the scarecrow. Yes. I don't want to let you guys out yet, because I think I can prevent this whole thing. This is the wheelhouse, not the window house. Gro's got the key, landman. Had a spare in here. They're gonna be ghosts. What the frick? The creaks reach your ears before the creaker your eyes. Spin from the ceiling, this boxy thing in motion, lurches left, right, and down, straining at the springs grafted to its back. There's no ship's captain, no passengers, no meat. This automaton, this creature, is the only living thing in the wheelhouse, if you call that living.
Where's Captain Dan?
A landman in me wheelhouse, just the day most dreaded by every sailor. A worse fate even than us chomping by the chitinous beak of frightful Celia. I can only guess that the boat's being on land has imbued ye with extra powers, allowing you to make it this far.
Was I not supposed to rescue from the wheelhouse?
I'm afraid you've been a passenger on me riverboat ruse. Weren't me that need to save him from the steam, the crows and the bugs, but ye that needed killing by them.
What have you done, Dan?
A machine I be, landman, made to follow instructions. The instructions were to captain this riverboat and show all those aboard the time of their lives. The time of their lives, you see. Time meaning beginning, middle, and end. To fulfill me task to its letters, I had no choice but to ram the riverboat into a monstrous swamp and terminate every living soul aboard.
Right. So, some questions.
Water away. That's how we say fire away at sea. Let me go back to the past and try to fix this. Yeah, he's an evil robot.
Captain Dan isn't human.
There's no worse slur than calling a sailor inhuman. I'll put you up with landlubbers land up when we're on your turf. I won't hear another word of it, I see. Yeah, I had to throw your tiara at her, Crow. I'm really sorry about that. I need to prove that they're gonna die. Well, we go back to the basement. Dan, we are all broke upon thine wheel. Constantine lost its family in the presence of this console.
Who made you this way?
Master Longerfellow had a dream, landman, and that was to make most things in this world just a little bit longer. Thought he could give his customers a longer journey aboard a riverboat. You see, if the captain weren't a human with all the attendant problems and flesh, but an automaton requiring neither breaks nor salary.
Your logic is a little strange.
You're whispering land lies, lad. What you believe to be faulty reasoning is mere misfires in your rotting brain. To me, a perfectly correct measure of logic, and a modest sailor to boot. What I've done as captain be not just logical, but very, very good and smart.
You've misinterpreted time of your life.
Misinterpret? The only miss I know, landman, is the powerful mistress we sailors call the ocean. I be a sailor, you know.
If you were a sailor, you'd know your Poseidos and Poseidos.
Aye, what of it? Hardly need a lecture on me Poseidos from a land leech.
Killing your passengers and crew is a big Poseidon.
Even I, a land.
Even I, a landman, know that.
Captain Dan's wooden noggin starts to spin like an owl on a merry-go-round.
Do you know less about the sea than a landman?
Captain Dan's limbs spin and spin, threatening to overheat, until instead, he whispers into non-existence. He feared you the most, Sylvester, and always did. For all his faults of logic, he fancied himself a sailor, to his wooden bones. And it is a tenet of nautical prophecy that the only thing that can kill a sailor is a man from a land. It wasn't all a lie, though. The Benny telescope was real. You leave Dan shattered into wormwood food, his anchor laying in automaton hell. No longer shall he menace land or sea, and this little patch of swampland is safe once again, if not especially desirable to visit and live. It's my riverboat now, buddy. Swear into the microphone. Despite the radio's limited broadcasting area, the filthy and unprintable words from your mouth blast a horrible smell across the country. And at this exact moment, many miles away, a creature's eyes snap open for the first time. The Federal Radio Commission has been born. I have the steer. I don't want to turn that off in case it breaks something. I want to try to prevent this shipwreck. Shoot. Did I goof it? I still need to go back in time to Sandwich. It's like the needle reverts to its normal function pointing west. So there never was any meat here, just some electrical interference confusing your compass. This never happened to Stonehenge. I had the sea captain's hat. There's gotta be a way that I can... I'm missing what looks like a disturbed plank under one of the chairs on the main deck. Oh, okay. Disturbed plank. Oh, wait. The impression of words are left in the wood. Someone wrote a letter on this table without first putting something beneath the paper, which is very rude to do if the table's not yours. Though the new and very serious captain has not even met us yet, he has already made a big stink about me having one beer while we were on charter. I have half a mind to jump ship and take this little table with me, because I own it. And so it is fine for me to write here without anything between the paper and the surface. There's lots. Oh, wait. Oh, cool. It's gotta be. Did I goof it by killing him? There's got to be a way that I can save them. Okay, I hate to say it, but I'm going to Google if there is. Otherwise, I'm just going to be here doing this and trying to find a way. Excuse me, for like 20 minutes. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be a way to save the ship. Which is very unfortunate and still seems a little weird, but... it is what it is, I suppose. Oh, yeah, wait, I was gonna do that. I never did. Why do I have that? Cinch armor 3, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I didn't actually put it on. That should be 5. Okay, so it should be enough. Sailor's cap, +4 cold armor. Reach Longerfellow Riverboat Company, stop hope. You will stop requesting permission to mutiny. Running ship into storm stops as passengers will love it. Stop. Wait. I got a telegram. Wait. What? Really can't save him? Well, that sucks. But, I guess, what are you gonna do? Because you can't change the past. Where's Maggie? Oh. Well, that was depressing. Well, let's go back and we'll... Actually, we're gonna go see if there's any locks we can... I think there is, though. Okay. I do need a fuse. Oh, never mind. I still have a fuse. Oh, sweet. So I think we can actually do the next part of his quest, which we need to do. Check your own optics. Oh. Pocket battery. Gold-plated cable. That sounds amazing. +3 magic weapon attacks. Share 1 extra AP per round. I'm sorry, Maggie, but... This gives me a +1 to everything, though. And she's my friend. Right. Metal detector!
Hey Rufus, can I borrow your metal detector?
Sure, if you have a good and specific reason for needing it.
I need to find an old key so I can stop a little girl's house from burning down 230 odd years ago.
Good enough for me. Knock yourself out. Sorry, guys. I know I keep saying I'm gonna go and uncurse this, but I want to get everything done that I can. Oh, I missed you guys. Except not. Ow. And let's do it again. You get the big whoop. Let's probably eat that. Okay, let's wander around the museum. Extremely rusty old key. Then you write Rufus SIT steam tunnels on the metal detector signal. Sorry, you spend time poking around the woods near a sandwich village with Rufus's metal detector and unearth nearly impressive piles of trash before finally finding what you hope is Delia's house key. Delia. Ow. Oh, I guess I could use the curse key. But I feel like I'm cheating by keep using that. I feel like I lost the experience of unlocking those locks into the puzzles in the swamp. You brush off as much of the loose rust as you can, or as you think you can get away with without turning the entire key into loose rust, then slide into the keyhole and carefully turn it. The lock clicks open and then the key completely disintegrates. You peek into the front door and look around. It looks like nobody's home, which makes sense considering the door was locked. I'm going to snoop around. Yeah, I'm not sure why I even gave you the choice. We both knew you were going to choose Snoop. This oil lamp is kind of uncomfortably close to the curtains. Carefully pick up the oil lamp and set it on the mantelpiece. That seems much safer. Did you know that the oil in this kind of lamp comes out of a sperm whale's head? Tell me more. Oh, wow. Okay. Not that much more. Okay. Ah, much better. No witch's brews here. Maybe a witch's stew? Probably just regular person's stew. Looks like there's something behind it. A small still lockbox with the name Delia. Second thought, messing with the contents of that box could cause some sort of nasty paradox. You decide to leave it be. Should I tell her her house isn't going to burn down anymore? Guess not. Bye, horsey. It's not burned down now. Putnam House, which has nothing particularly unusual about it, except that witches live there. There's an old painted plate. This is the plate that used to be on the Putnam's mantelpiece. It held up nicely over the last 236 years. The plaque on the plinth says this plate commemorates the founding of the town of Sandwich on All Hallows Eve. How witchy can you get? You take a closer look and the plate does indeed have a date on the painted filigree around the edge, 31st October, 1626. Now, it's probably used for regular cooking, but we're pretty sure it's also used for making small batch potions sometimes. And a store for cataloging preservation. Cool. So, okay, I guess that's it. I guess. Anything down here? Ooh. Do a cat thing. Sorry, it's gonna take a minute, but I know this is what I have to do. At least I'm assuming so. There's literally nothing else here. I'll get them all. Sorry, I know it's a really annoying noise. It's so squeaky. Oh, come on. You're really gonna go all the way over here, then go back. Oh, come on, mate. You're really gonna be that difficult. Oh, come on, dude. Why is this not... Oh, dude, just... There we go. Throwing a ring of negative energy around oversized rat shape. Carefully fold little sections of the rift up with the pliers until you've got it completely closed. Oh, you know, I could probably do that in like the butthole. You know what I'm talking about. Just double checking everything. Because now the house isn't burned down, I want to make sure there's not something else I can do. Okay, guess not. Well, let's go. Let's go somewhere. Huh? Hey, robot, turn that steam off. Sorry, I was gonna read that out, but I'm already kind of super close on time. I guess. Oh, there's bare boots there. I want to hurry and do this. I'm assuming I can close this because I have the pliers now. Ah. Sorry. Figured I should probably do that if I ever find one of these. Good thing I don't need oxygen. I also need to go back to the hobo camp and talk to people. Yummy. No messages. So we'll drop off our alcohol.
What's shaking, Dan?
I am, baby, I am.
I found this crate of bass oil.
I don't think people are going to like this very much, but you're the boss. Do anything here? In the daylight, it's clear this bank has been closed for some time. The door to the bank is fastened with 3 locks. That is the maximum possible level of security. Not a bad idea, but if you're going to let the welcome out, you need to know what you're looking for first. A key? Hey, you got a big key. Securibus. About 4 locks. In 1928, 4-lock systems are still dismissed in an unachievable liberal fantasy. Oh, I should probably just leave that alone. I'll come back to that, probably. Yeah, we never went in here, did we?
Hi, my name's Sylvester.
Hello, I'm Dorothy Rodkin. If you want a ring or an amulet, whatever, old Dotty Rods will fix you right up. Kinda cool. I'll buy that. Nothing else is really that exciting, though. Should probably talk to Charles. Thanks again for the rescue, Sylvester. I've been corned beef hash with a side of eggs if you hadn't showed up.
It was nothing, Charles. I basically just followed your wrenches. Here's your wrenches back, by the way.
Nice. Knew these bees would come in handy for something someday.
Don't you use them for, like, wrenching?
Well, the 7/8, yeah. The 255 out of 256, not so much. What are the bandages? Did
Murray leave a crate of antique bandages in the back somewhere?
Yep, say, how did you know that? Oh, that's right. Well, I was looking for a shovel. I met future me for bandages, and I'd messed up the timeline because I was just clicking through things.
It's a long story. Actually, it's a pretty short story, but It's one that makes me sound sane. Can I have them?
Cool. Okay. Leave that episode there. In the next one, I promise we will start with uncursing that and then going to sleep and starting chapter 5. I'm not actually sure how many chapters. It might be the last one. I don't know. I love this game, and I will be playing through it multiple times, just like I've done with West of Loathing. So, thank you guys all so much for joining me. If you like this, let me know down in the comments below. Until next time, stay spooky. Toodles!